bring in Major Sudhakarji as well into the conversation. Major Sudhakarji, I'm going to request our crew to put out this video that I have on my touchpad. Okay, some of the visuals of the wreckage that have now come out, and I'm showing one of those. There's also, of course, now conspiracy theories doing the rounds, but I want to understand from your expertise. It is being said that there was some sort of shrapnel that entered the fuselage of the aircraft from the left and exited from the right, and there are, like I said, it shows from the visuals of the wreckage a lot of some larger holes, but a lot of small holes as well. There's another video that's doing the rounds, which is from inside the aircraft itself, wherein you can see, viewers, that the oxygen masks have come down, but there was running commentary on this video, and someone has recorded something really sharp that has hit the aircraft, which the passenger claims is from the left side and then exited from the right side. There are some passengers who also claim that once they reached out for their life jackets, they saw some sort of shrapnel on it. Major Sudhakarji, like I said, these are just theories at this point in time, but would a bird attack of sorts really, or some sort of an accident with birds really cause this sort of damage mid-air?
Devika, good evening. Thank you for getting me to your show. Compliments to the previous co-panelists, especially very accomplished fighter pilot amongst us is the group captain Augustine, and any amount of praise and compliment would still fall short. He deserves to have the last say. He's got a lot of experience in investigating such kind of disasters. Now, the narrative which you have shared, Devika, if you allow me, I would like to dilate, because my friends are also belong to some of these areas who have done NDC course with me. One is in touch with them. So there are some inputs, additional inputs which have come to me in addition to what you have just shared. You're quite right, absolutely. Bird hit possibly at the moment cannot be taken as one of the causes of this disaster. It could be. Let's not discount any. But along with the bird hit, what I have been told, or the inputs which are actually flowing into me, it could be like Group Captain Augustine said, it could be spoofing the GPS jamming. Jamming is in order. Why it is actually emerging as one possible factor is, you see, in any kind of aviation disaster, it could be a technical issue, it could be a man-made issue, it could be weather related, it could be communication related, or it could be something which is not known, like external factor. So allow me to touch firstly the external factor. If you see the flight data track recorder, they call it, I don't know, in Air Force, Augustine will be able to throw some light on this. Some track recorder, radar 24 they call it. The aircraft was seen the last by the radar over an area called Dagestan. And after Dagestan, the track recorder has actually missed the aircraft, doesn't show its presence on the radar for almost about an hour. Thereafter it has reappeared while it was actually going for landing. Thereafter it has crashed. So this sequence has to be understood. So where is it that the aircraft actually went missing? Did it stray towards the western Kazakhstan or towards the war zone over which there is a conflict on? Or was it a drone which had been launched by Ukraine? There is a suspicion also on these issues that a drone had been launched by Ukraine towards Russia, and the Russian air defense forces were trying to engage the drone, and the aircraft suddenly appeared. So therefore, and the third, the most important thing also which has come to me from one of my sources, these are not credible, they cannot be authenticated, but it is quite possible. It says that there is an oxygen cylinder, there is an explosion of an oxygen cylinder in the cockpit, leading to the fuselage, bursting into pieces. So possibly it could be. So what made the oxygen cylinder, explode in this manner? Was it the aircraft which was shot from some kind of an external kinetic means? Possibly, in my opinion, it is too premature to actually come to any conclusion. Preliminaries have suggested that it possibly has actually strayed into a war zone, and in the war zone there has been some some kinetic projectiles have actually penetrated into the aircraft from one side and gone out from the other side. These are all speculations at the moment, and that has actually led to a kind of a disaster. It has gone out of communication. It has gone into a spectrum or an environment where the electromagnetic spectrum had been blacked out. It has been jammed completely. So aircraft was totally out of communication, whether it is radar or with ATC. So these are the few deductions that come to my mind based on what you have shared and what my friends have actually shared with me. I did not unfortunately find anything substantive coming out in the open media. This is purely based on my experience. I have only joined the dots and I'm heard the panelists. I'm trying to give my assessment overall. So let's
Yes.
wait for a couple of more days. As far as the deaths which have occurred, I have also been party to investigations in many an occasion during service period. It's very unfortunate that such a mishap has taken place. The bigger issue which is coming to my mind is that yes, it has happened. There are many people who have died. Very unfortunate. Our condolences and praise to the bereaved families. And but the fact of the matter is, can such kind of mishaps be avoided and prevented in future? If yes, will the global body responsible for such aviation disaster take note of the issue and make sure that such things do not recur in future? Back to you, Devika.
Okay, I want to bring in Group Captain Augustine into the conversation as well. So I want to understand your thoughts on this entire shrapnel conspiracy theory that's also now doing the rounds online, wherein of course Ukraine has made some serious charges. They say that it was a Russian missile, and with the wreckage that has been found of the aircraft, I want to understand from your experience and expertise, what do you make could be the possible cause for the damage that was found on the aircraft?
So the question, Devika, and I must explain how a surface-to-air missile or any projectile hitting an aircraft works, and that is very important for us to understand. No missile, none of the missiles designed to take out an aircraft is designed to hit the aircraft. Very, funny but true. When an aeroplane flies like this, the missile is supposed to come closer, and the moment it senses the proximity of the aeroplane, the warhead goes out, explodes, and creates some kind of an umbrella. So this umbrella is a rotating umbrella, and these are very small projectiles. So this is called the proximity fuse. The proximity fuse explodes the missile. The missile creates some kind of an expanding umbrella, metallic, flower kind of a thing. That is the one which goes and hits the aircraft. No missile is designed to hit the aircraft. So that is how a surface-to-air missile works, or any projectile trying to bring down an aeroplane works. And the reason is you want to have high rate of success for the missile to bring down an aircraft. The missiles are designed to bring down an aircraft, and if it cannot score a direct hit, then the missile is waste, which is why this design is. So if you look at the entire exploding pattern on the tail, that is why I said, when I looked at the entire exploding pattern on the tail, it should have, because the aeroplane is moving and the umbrella is created like that, it should have a sharpnel entry-exit, which should be oval. Most of the missile hit that I have seen in life, which I've seen many, the puncture wound on the aeroplane is oval in size, and in this one it is circular. And in some, when I put it through my software, and I saw the curl is outwards. So these are the two things that is telling me that there is a possibility. Once again, I'm not saying with conviction, but there is a possibility of some kind of explosion that has happened from inside to outside rather than outside to inside. A. B, it was going towards Grozny, which was the destination, isn't it? From A to B. But from Grozny, why did it have to divert? So that, and also if you look at the tweet that came out, Grozny was under fog. There's a lot of fog. He tried landing there, very experienced pilot, by the way. He tried landing there, and multiple times he attempted to land, he could not land. And that is when he diverted. So if that is the case, how is it mathematically we can link that a diverting aeroplane gets hit by a missile, and with a pattern which I've just explained,
Yes.
which is different from what we normally see.
Absolutely.
These are few questions that is coming up in my mind, Devika, and I would like Sir said, and thanks to him, done many investigations in life, some fatal investigations. So, being a trained air accident investigator, these are few red flags that is, cropping up. Truth, Devika, let me tell you, and to the viewers, will take at least a year or two to come out, and by then we would have lost steam on this particular accident. So, what we discuss right now is going to be in the environment for a long time, and one of the thing that we are discussing right now is going to be the truth. Over to you, Devika.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.